Hey guys, welcome to this episode of The Rachel Cruze Show. And I'm so excited about this episode because not only do I have a returning guest on the show, but also we're going to talk about Amazon, which is one of the favorite places that I buy stuff. So I have Callie from But First Coffee, which she's the host of a popular YouTube channel. Many of you know who she is. And I just love the content that she puts out because it's very practical and very helpful. So Callie, thanks for being back on.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. I'm excited.
For sure. So you are definitely an expert when it comes to Amazon. I would say I just frequent it when I see an influencer say like, you should get this. And I'm like, oh, it's inexpensive, so I'm gonna try it. It's great. But you really dive in and you've like made this part of your message because people are spending money and you wanna make sure that they're spending money wisely on things that they're gonna use. So I can't wait to dive in because I wanna just hear an overarching viewpoint from you on the top 10 Amazon products that you think are worth it that are under $20.
Yes, yeah. And I have tried definitely way more products than probably the average person has. And I try to be very specific because I think you and I probably look at Amazon the same way. Like it'd be easy to just share like all of these cool products on Amazon, but like I don't want people to just have stuff in their house that's not really going to help them out. So I tried to really think about the top 10 things I bought under $20 that I legitimately use all of the time. So we've got like, I've got like product around me. We kind of have a little bit of a grab bag. Are you ready to dive in?
You have no idea how excited I am because let me say this. Last time I had you on, you gave me the tip not to buy like great makeup or hair care products from Amazon because sometimes they can like, they're not true. Callie, 2-3 weeks ago, a girl told me about new shampoo and I went on Amazon and I got nervous and I went and looked at the store and it looked a little sketchy. I was like, you know what? I'm going to take Callie's advice. So anyways, you just teach me a lot that I've already used in my real life. So the fact that all these products are around you, I can't wait to see what you have to say. Okay, so what's the first one?
Okay. So the first one is, this is a clip-on strainer. Okay, this thing, every time I whip it out when people are at my house, they're like, what is that? Because anytime you need to drain water from a pot or a bowl, right? You have to get out the whole colander. It's chunky, or you're like looking for the strainer top that fits on. This literally clips on to anything. So you can clip it onto like you're washing some vegetables or you're washing some veggies in the bowl, and then you can just clip it on and you can just drain out the water without having to get a whole colander out. Because I don't have like a tiny kitchen, but I don't have room for a bunch of extra stuff. And colanders are huge, right?
Yes. Okay. Is it like rubber? What's the material? Silicone?
Probably like silicone. It doesn't get hot, so like you can also put it like literally right onto a pot. So that's what's great. It's like adjustable. So if you have a huge pot, it'll sit right on there as well. Doesn't get hot, so you can pour hot water right out.
Through. Yes.
Yeah.
Brilliant. How much is it?
It is the best. It's definitely under $20. The thing with Amazon is I never want to quote exact prices,
that's fair.
Right? Because they always change. I would say it's about $15.
Okay. No, it's great.
Yep.
Love it. Love it. Mm-hmm. Brilliant.
I love that thing.
Brilliant.
Okay, another kitchen product. This is actually one of my all-time bestsellers, almost like month after month. And I always kind of laugh like that so many people are buying this product, but it makes sense because it's really brilliant. It's an oil mister. Okay, so do you have an air fryer?
No,
and I didn't either. I didn't have an air fryer for the longest time. And I was just like, I sometimes when things get really hyped, it makes me hesitant about them. I'm like, there's no way that it's that great. But we did a huge kitchen renovation. We didn't have a kitchen for a couple of months. And I was like, I'm going to try it in an air fryer. Whatever, we're obsessed with it now. But a big portion of an air fryer is lots of times you need just like a tiny bit of oil and you need to spray a little bit of oil, on the product to then fry it in the air fryer.
Right.
And a lot of oils that you buy at the store, like you can't use your oils, right? You can use an olive oil, or I like to use avocado oil. So this, you could just pour your favorite oil right in here. And we're not going to spray it because we're going to get oil everywhere, but it just can mist. So I bought it originally for the air fryer, but now I use it for everything because you can mist it on your vegetables before you go out to the grill. You can mist it onto stuff like before you throw it into the oven. And I love it because I'm somebody who's sort of like picky about my oils. And, in the grocery store, the misting oils, they're not usually what you want to use.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, can I even say this? I didn't even know that misting oils even existed. Like to me, I'm like right now my mind is like blown because I mean, Callie, I had to say, I'm like, I didn't even know there was misting oil options out there. So the fact that you can just buy the container for it, put the oil you want in, and then that has to be a little satisfying too. Just like, misting.
Oh, it's very satisfying.
I love it.
But it's great for like everything. Like I don't even have to worry about like baking, like the canola. If you're going to do like muffin tins or whatever, you can just use your own oils. And it's so much easier. I feel like I can be a little more light-handed with oils, especially if I'm roasting veggies or I'm like grilling up veggies. You can just, instead of having to like pour the oil all over and then you're like mixing it up, you just spritz it.
Okay, so this is probably a nutrition question, not an Amazon question. So like Pam.
I'll try to help.
Pam, would that be considered a spray oil? That would be, right?
Yeah, the ones that people traditionally use for
non-stick stuff. Okay, but that's not as healthy. I wouldn't think, or as good for you.
Right, it's like canola oil, and it's not really like as eco-friendly, right? Because I don't have to buy a new one every single time.
That's right.
So
all right.
I feel like a lot of us have become a lot more conscious about the oils we use when we cook.
For sure.
So I love this because
you can do your own.
You can have that. Yeah,
so just to set the record straight, everyone, I know what Pam is. So just that is spray oil. I get it now.
Spraying and misting are a little different.
All the same. Okay. Yeah. So good. Okay. I love that one.
All right. Next one is sort of like a combo one. But I have recently started, or when I say recently, the last probably year, buying all of my kitchen sink type stuff from Amazon. So I'm talking about sponges. I'm talking about bamboo scrubs. And just like these little guys, right? And this is for a couple of reasons. One, at the grocery store or just like the normal places that you're going to buy this stuff, they're designed for you to buy them. So they're like neon yellow and like hot pink, right? To make you buy them. But who wants that sitting out on their sink? Like you make it all nice. And so some of it was aesthetic. But then as I started to dive into it a little bit more, I found that the prices are really great on Amazon. All of these products are between like $8 to $15. And a lot of them you can get sustainable. You can get bamboo. You can get eco-friendly ones. So I've like totally stopped buying all of this stuff at the grocery store, which usually did for convenience. And now I'm saving money and I'm buying products that look nice, right? I mean, it doesn't hurt.
Totally.
It looks
Absolutely.
Nice. Yeah. Right. And they're better products, for the environment.
I love it.
Yep.
That's so good.
So I've got these little natural sponges. I love these. I love this little guy. He comes like with the little guy that he sits in.
Yes.
To just scrub, right? Mm-hmm. They're so much better. And, they make me feel nice. I spend so much time in my kitchen.
I know.
It makes me feel nice that it looks
For sure.
nice.
Yes. It's good quality. And and it fits the aesthetics of the kitchen. So I love that. It's so good.
All right. Moving right along. I sent you guys some video of this. I can't necessarily show it here on this, but this is an over-the-door laundry hamper. I got this specifically to keep on a back door in our kitchen because a kitchen is not necessarily somewhere you always think of needing laundry, but you do, right? You have like dish towels. If you have young kids, they're like spilling stuff everywhere. Or like someone comes in and you've got like a dish rag or whatever. So the idea is you can hang this on the back of a door, back of a closet door, pantry door. We have it on the back of our basement door. It's got just like, you can either manually screw it in or it's got these little suction cups that you can suction it onto. And then it's got a perfect little size hole. You can just throw the laundry in. And what I love about this is it just pulls right off the hooks when you're ready. You take it right to the laundry room. And it's a zipper at the bottom. So it just like...
And it dumps all out.
Pops right in. And this thing has not... I keep waiting for Amazon to raise the price on this because I was like, I don't know how people aren't catching on. Because when things get popular on Amazon, they get smart and they raise the price. It is still under $20 to this day. So this is... I love this. It would be so good in kids' rooms or like an RV if you had like a small space like that. Apartments, dorms. I'm thinking like a dorm and then you could just carry it to the... laundry room.
When I like it because it's hidden, it's behind the door.
Yes.
And then also just the convenience of how they've structured it, of what you said. I'm like, yes. Oh man, that's
the zipper.
That's a great one. Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever you get that little extra, you're like, oh my God, it's a zipper at the bottom. It makes it so much easier.
You're like, who did that? Who thought of this? Because you're just so smart.
Okay. This is the Adjust-A-Cup. This thing is brilliant. It's a measuring cup. Has been the same for how long? For 1,000 years?
Yeah.
I don't know when measuring cups were first invented, but it's always been the same, except that like we made it cute colors. Somebody finally reinvented it into a way that is so much smarter. So I have the 2-cup one. You can get the 1-cup one too. And it goes like standard as well as metric. So you get a lot of options, which is nice. I mean, I'm mostly using cups, but it's nice that it's built in there. But this is what's great about it is it just plunges down to whatever size you need. Okay, so now you don't need 8 cups, you need 1 cup. But this is what's even better about it is that, okay, I'm doing flour. Flour is fine, I can pour it. But what about when you have like coconut oil?
Sure.
Or like peanut butter?
Yes.
You have to put it into the measuring cup, right? And then you got to scoop it back out. This one, it just
goes all the way and you just...
You're like, why haven't we done this
My number
forever?
one so far on your list. This is it. That's it.
Yes. I cook a lot with peanut butter and a lot with coconut oil. And I always like in my mind, I'm like, it's so stupid that I have to put it in the cup and then scoop it out of the cup. But I was like, this is just the way we do it. Until I saw this.
And it's a 2-cup, which is nice too, because I have the glass ones that are like Pyrite or whatever. And it's like, it's huge and then it's small, but it's like it's all in one. And with the solid.
Oh, it's the best. Honey, like maple syrup.
Yep.
And it's airtight. It's got this little like rubber guy here. So water, like even if you're doing water, like it'll hold it. It's not going to like drip down.
Right.
I tested it too. Because I was like, does this thing leak? I'm going to find out. It doesn't.
Okay. It's my favorite so far.
Yeah.
Love the measuring cup.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. This is another one. It's sort of like an aesthetic type of thing. But for under $20, I'm very big on like reducing too much, like again with the sponges, like visual clutter in my home, like anything that can kind of just make it feel a little bit more clean. I just think it makes our minds happier. I think it makes us more productive. So these are tissue box covers. So I have one that's already covered so I can show you. Okay. So they come in like, different sizes and shapes, and it just goes over the tissue box. Cause again, the problem with tissue boxes is like, I feel like they try, like, it's watercolor, they put flowers on it and they try to make it look nice, but it never really matches in like with your aesthetic. And it's always sort of, again, they're trying to market it. They like want you to buy it when you're in the store. So it doesn't look so nice. So you can buy them in the little square shapes too. And they just like stick right over the top of it.
Brilliant. I love it. Because again, it's just like, it just makes things just a little bit cleaner. It's just nicer.
Just a little bit cleaner.
Yes.
It's one of those, like, I always feel like I know I'm really onto a product when I'm really enjoying it. And then you have company over and like multiple people are like, and you feel vindicated. You're like, oh my God, I thought that it was just me who really cared about having her tissue box covers. But now everybody also cares. And you feel very vindicated.
And they appreciate it. And you're like, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I do too.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay. Another product that people might already own, but I have a sort of smarter way or like a more innovative way to use it that I found using it. So this is a milk frother.
Yes.
Okay. It does what it's supposed to do. It froths milk. But what I have found, this product is an amazing, just like kitchen versatility product because I can quickly make up sauces with it. I will use it when I'm like mixing up salad dressings. If you need to like, mix together your olive oils and your vinegars. So like this is sold as a milk frother. And certainly it works as that. I use it every morning to froth my milk, but I use it almost every single night at dinner, whether I'm like mixing up a sauce of some sort of kind. If I want to make whipped cream really quick, but I don't want like to get out the whole, blender and I want to blend it up.
The whole thing.
And for salad dressings, one of these little things that's like, these are like $8.99. And I use it all of the time.
Use it everywhere. Well, I mean, like that's, yes, the salad dressing thing, you got me there. Because I was like, oh, yes. Because I'll sit there with a...
It like emulsifies it.
Fork or something. And I'm like, go. But you just stick it in and it's done. There you go.
Done. I use it for all
milk
of my sauces.
Frother. We thought we found some other stuff for you. I love that. That's great.
Okay. My next product is sort of a beauty-related product. And it always makes me laugh when I talk about it because it's sort of a funny-looking thing. But... man, does it work. Okay, you know about silk pillowcases.
Yes.
Right? This is all the rage.
Yep.
They're good for your skin, which is fine. But I always found they were like really hard to maintain. I was like having to buy new ones a lot. So I came on to these little silk hair caps about 1.5 years ago. Now I'm somebody who has like longer hair and I don't want to deal with like styling it every single day. But I would wake up, even with the silk pillowcases, and your hair is always a mess. And it's like, you got the bedhead sort of deal.
Right.
So this is essentially just like a silk pillowcase, but you put it on your head. So if I've just washed my hair or I styled it, you just kind of roll it up and you put this over your head and it just protects your head from bedhead. It's like brilliant. The first time I wore it and I took my hair out, I was like, oh, I don't have knots. I don't have bedhead.
This is like, what it is.
Nice.
Yes. Do you sleep okay in it? Is it distract you?
I sleep fine.
Yes.
No, it just sits right on. It's super comfortable.
Yep.
It's definitely a mom saver product for sure.
Well, and it's nice because I think the silk pillowcases can be expensive. Like I feel like they've kind of niched the market and like they know what they're doing now. And so, and like you said, if you're having to replace it and all of that, but just for the hair.
Yeah, just for the hair.
The silk nightcap.
It's good.
I love that. It's good.
All right, next up, I put this in like everyone's stocking this year. This is an electric lighter. If you haven't switched over to these yet, they're like so satisfying. There's something really satisfying about like starting fire with electricity.
Yes.
But also they're just so much better than having to buy new lighters all the time. So it's got a little mini USB, so you just charge it up. And then when you flip it on, it's going to create a little tiny bit of electricity here. And then you can light, your candles with it. And I like it again because it is satisfying to do this with electric.
Yes.
It makes me feel like I'm a welder, which I'm, obviously not, but I feel, but it's also now not buying new lighters all the time. I can just have one of these downstairs and one of these upstairs. What a great product to not have to again, get rid of some of that,
it just ends up being
single-use stuff.
Yes, I know. Because we even bought probably a year ago a bunch of lighters because the juice or whatever ran out, and it comes with 4, and I'm like, we don't need 4. And then someone got us that, but it was the smaller version of it. And now it's like, it's so easy. Yeah, and it's so easy.
I like this one because I mostly am doing it for candles, so the neck is nice.
Yes.
But there are, there's a few different varieties, but this is the one that
I love.
I really
the
like.
electric lighter.
Yep. Okay, I think we're on to number 10. And the last one, I'm currently wearing it, but I'm not going to really model it I'm currently 30 weeks pregnant or something. You don't want to see it. But these are the Amazon Essential women's t-shirts. I have bought them now in the V-neck, in the scoop neck. They come in 2 packs.
Okay.
Sometimes the 2 packs are occasionally $25. They're still less than $20 each. But very often you're getting a 2-pack for about $15 to $18. And I even ended up buying some of the maternity ones. The one that I'm wearing today is the active wear. So it's the quick dry.
Yep.
So I've literally tried every single variety of the Amazon Essentials women's tee. They are the best basic t-shirt. Every woman needs some basic t-shirts in their life.
Yes.
They are the best ones.
What's the material
They wash
of?
well. They wear one.
Is it
most of them are just a cotton blend.
Yeah.
This one, like I said, is
dry
it's
fit.
a quick dry.
Yes.
They don't shrink on you. I always size up one because I want a loose. They're going to fit true to size. So I always size up one if you like a loose fit tee. So I would go to a medium or whatever. But I'm just saying if you need the basic tee, it's one of those products like jeans, right? You buy it and trying to find the perfect one. I found it in these Amazon Essentials.
Well, and I feel like I wear those kind of t-shirts a lot, even under blazers. I feel like I use them for sweaters all the time. And then at home, I'll put on joggers, and I'm like, and I just want a soft t-shirt that, that fits and feels good and all that. And so any basic item like that's basically my wardrobe, I feel like, especially when I'm home.
Yes.
So the Amazon basic t-shirt. Okay, the measuring
Amazon
cup, Callie. I'm probably going to buy after we get off. I'm not going to lie.
All right.
Not going to lie.
All right.
Oh, that's so good. Okay, so people, I feel like with Amazon too, they question the quality of the product. So I know we kind of talked about this last time, but I would love just to hear your opinion on it because you've tried so many Amazon products. So oh yeah, that's not great. That's great. But how do you know before you buy something if you're getting quality?
It's hard. And I think, Amazon every year, gets a little bit different. It gets a little bit harder because more and more product comes on. So I think you have to still be a smart shopper when you're buying, think about the general stuff that you would think about when you're buying. I like, stuff like this. So getting recommendations from other people, following other people who are Amazon people, but people who are sharing the kind of stuff that you generally like. Because certainly there's a lot of stuff that just viral Amazon, and a lot of that's just clunky stuff you don't need. So finding some people that share a lot of Amazon products and sort of are in your niche is helpful. The other thing that I like doing is I like not necessarily looking at the reviews, just because the other day my mom was here and she was buying something on Amazon. She's like, oh, it's got 4.5 stars. And I'm like, that doesn't mean anything to me anymore. I feel like everything has 4.5 stars, unless it only has 2 reviews, then maybe it has 3 stars. You actually have to go down to the reviews. And I like to sort my reviews by the most recent.
Okay.
Because Amazon can be tricky that way sometimes too, where the actual product from that listing has changed. So old reviews may be an old product. So don't just look at the star, but take a few minutes to just actually read the reviews too.
Yes.
Because that will give you a lot of insights. Sometimes
do you look at the number of reviews? Because for me, I'm like, oh, if something has 4,000 versus 70, I'm tempted to go with the 4,000. I guess that's a fair assumption.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I usually don't buy something that's got 2 or 3 reviews because I'm like, unless it's something I'm like, I'll try it. I'm going to test it.
Right.
I want to know that it's going to work. And the other thing that I find is usually a good fallback is lots of times when you are shopping, it'll say Amazon choice or Amazon suggested or bestseller. Very often those ones will almost never let you down because they sort of like Amazon has sort of vetted them.
Okay.
So sometimes if I'm between two, I will often go with those. And another thing I love doing is if you're searching for a specific thing, you type it, it usually will show you a few rows and then you get that bar where it's like highly rated. Yes. I like to look in at those too because that will help you sort of weed them through. But again, even though it's got close to 5 stars, like I like to take a look and sort of see what exactly it is that people are saying in the last 6 months about it.
Yeah, it's so smart. That's so smart to do the recent ones too. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That's so great. Callie, thank you so much. I love these kind of shows because it's helpful. You're saving money, and when you're buying something, it's actually going to improve your life, right? And it's just nice. It is. It's convenient and it's great. And where can everyone find you?
If you search me on YouTube, you can search Callie Bransford, But First Coffee. That's probably the best place to find all of my other content.
Awesome. So great. Well, guys, make sure to check out everything that she is doing. And remember, when it comes to buying stuff, look at the quality of the product and make sure that it is in your budgets. And remember to take control of your money and create a life you love.